Hi, this is Coach McKearney here. I just want to teach you a little bit about VEX coding. This is vr.vex.com. And right here now I'm on a website. I just did a new project file, new block project. And over here I can click on, this is my project name. And when I give it a name, sample project 1, rename. If I go ahead and choose File, Save to your device, it actually saves the project name with a .vr blocks. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is a little bit about the program itself, kind of an overview. If you click on this icon right here, it's a monitoring icon. It shows you what the variable or the sensors are, the values of it while you're running your program. And then over here on the left are your different blocks. The first one is the drivetrain. The first thing I like to do is set the velocity of the drive and set the turn velocity. So this is the speed of the actual robot to 100. The next thing I like to do is if I come to the playgrounds, this is the different playgrounds the robot is on. Here's my robot right here. I'm going to switch to the disc mover playground. And these are little discs that we can pick up. Here's my robot here. There's a location. Each field is -1000 position here to positive 1000 here. And so you can see each block is worth 200 millimeters. So you can see some of your values here. I may want to have my robot drive forward, and I'm going to actually have this robot drive to 750 because that's where I know this first blue dot is. And if I click on the magnet on the left here, the only magnet block that you have is to make your magnet on boost or drop. And if your magnet is on boost, then it will pick up the disc. And if it is on drop, then it would drop the disc. So then the next thing I like to look at is the looks. And under looks, the thing I like to use is the pen. I can set the robot pen. There's a color of red. And I got to make my pen go down. So then it will start drawing. Then I would go to controls. The nice thing controls here is there's some loops that I may want to do, some repeats. I can have it repeat code for a while. If then else condition, if something occurs, then I want it to do a condition, wait until there's some sort of condition, etc. You can break out of a loop. That would be this, the break. And then I also like the stop project. So I like to put the stop project at the end. So my project is done. There are sensors. And so each of these sensors, there's brain sensors and drive training sensors and bumper sensors, all these kind of sensors. If you check them off right here on your left, then you can see in your monitor what each of these values are. Here they are right here. You can see what values they have. And you can check those values within your program. So as you're writing a program, you could do an if condition, and then you can see there's a condition right there, and you could use those, check and see what the values are. The next thing is the operator. This is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. But it's also more than that. So here's some conditions. If you do a variable is greater than or less than a value, maybe equal to a value, you can do conditions and or not. Those are usually Boolean conditions, rounding, all kinds of stuff here. So I'm going to show you I can use this if I decide to say, all right, we're going to go to we're going to drive after we pick up the disc. Instead of moving forward, I'm going to actually drive in reverse, and instead of having a number there, I may have a condition or an operator. So instead of 200, I'm going to say 200 plus 200. And then I'm going to go back to the magnet and I'm going to drop it. So I'm going to drop the metal disc. Okay, so variables, I can set a variable on my own, so I can make a variable. The system already created my variable. Once you make a variable, so we're going to create one called disk number. I can say submit. I can check it off and get it in my monitor, but then I can also set the variable number. So every time I know that I've picked up a disk, I could set that number to 1. Or I could set it to, let's do this, if I happen to have a loop in here, but I could also set it to itself plus 1. So that would be disk number. Disk number plus 1. Put it in here. Sometimes these variables are hard to make them go in. So then let's go to my blocks right here. This is if I had code that they call it a function in real programming. If I wanted to have code repeat, I could call it a function and I could make another block. So I give it a block name and I could do get disk, and then that would be additional code off to the side, and I would be writing additional code even over here, and I could have it do something over here. Maybe I could even say if it gets a disk, I can do that, and then I'll put this in here. So when I get the disk, every time it energizes the magnet, and then it increases the disk number to whatever the disk number is plus 1. The last section is comments. I can go ahead and make a comment. What I like about the comments here is it's not a comment that the program is going to read, but it's a comment that somebody else will read. So I could put start of my program to pick up disks. Okay, and then over here I could throw a comment over here, and I could say routine to gather to pick up disks. Okay, and then after it drops my magnet, I may go and drive again. So I may drive again. I know I'm now at, so if I went up to 750 and then went back 400, I would need to go back 200, 400, 600, 800 to get the new disk. So I'm going to go to 800, and then I'm going to get the disk again. So we're going to go ahead and watch this play out, but I did want to share with you a couple things. There's a step in here. So if I wanted to watch the program go through each and every step, it's a great way to troubleshoot a program. This would be play, and I want to show you when I play it, there's various different views. So I can view the field this way, I can view the field this way, or back to our original, and then this would show whether the variables in the grid are up there or not. So we're going to go ahead and play the program like this. So let's go ahead and start. See what it does. Picks up my first disk, brings it down. It put down my pen, and then it picked up the next disk. And that's exactly what we wanted to do. So you can see the path that it took. and there's the disk, and that's the program. Okay, guys, have fun. Check out our other videos on this channel, and good luck. Take care.